It's not gonna be a long one. Phone pretty much on 9%, but I got this hot ass download, you know. And if you a gladiator and you been on this lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, you just gonna be like, man, this shit really common sense, bro. But the thing that make SR being celibate and being a Brahman will make it easy is that, hey, bro, the longer you stay on the streak, that's the easier it get. So next time you get on the streak, you know what I'm saying, you already got a couple belts, you know what I'm saying? You already got a couple strap cables, you know what I'm saying? You got some security, you know what I'm saying? You got some things that's secure, some things that's solidified in your mind frame about how this operation and how this mind frame and how this lifestyle operates. Yeah, we might have to throw that one away. Ain't really do what we wanted at the top. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? The longer you stay on this lifestyle, bro, that's what make it easier. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I know that's common sense, right? The longer you stay on this lifestyle, the easier it get. Yeah, I know that's common sense. But what I'm saying is, bro, because each clutch, it's not ready yet. Give it about 10 more minutes. Each clutch, each time you go on SR, celibacy, brahmacharya is gonna be different from the last time because you're leaving the old you, right? If there's an aspect of yourself that you like, because you know life is about stages and sagas, right? But if there's a stage or a saga of your life that you want to extend, that you enjoy, that you like, but you know there's going to be time for a transition because it's always out with the old and with the new. There's always a spiritual debt, a mental debt. You know, you always got to go back, hop back in a hyperbolic time chamber and upgrade yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So the longer you go on SR, the easier it's going to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because you learning the ins and the outs. You learning, is it the exterior forces that make you want to not be on this, or is it the interior forces? But at the end of the day, it'll always be the interior forces because you couldn't let the outside, you know what I'm saying? You got to shut the blinds, bro. It's a lot of motherfuckers you don't need to look inside your palace, let alone know where it's at. You feel me? So the more you go on this practice, you dig, you realize that, hey, bro, it's different levels, it's different stages, different accolades. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we notice the body gains. We notice that the thyroid health is increased, so the voices get deeper. We notice that we heal faster. We notice that the testosterone, you know what I'm saying? But it's like this. I don't know where you at in your journey. See, like I said, to each his own, but everybody do this, step into this. Matter of fact, you don't even do this. You get drafted. The universe take your ass. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got a bigger picture to paint than an average Picasso. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you got to save this life force essence, because everybody got coloring books, but you going to have way more different shades, colors. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers eat their colors, break their colors, get their colors away. You know what I'm saying? Or just be sharpening the motherfuckers till they get to the butt. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Your picture going to be way more vivid and vibrant. You say this life force essence and you continuously climb those mountains, you know what I'm saying? Let people, you know what I'm saying, hide their hands and throw bricks, throw rocks, houses made out of glass. It's like that ass, you know what I'm saying? So when you on this lifestyle, bro, it's like a shovel, dog. You dig deeper and deeper, you know what I'm saying, with this shovel. And that's you saving your life force essence. But at the same time, you could dig a hole deeper, so deep that you could get stuck up in that bitch. And you could be egotistical, you could get angry, you know what I'm saying? You could be dealing with bad levels of bad dreams, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit, man. Just because you're on SR, some people still don't conquer lust. They just find so many different activities to activate, you know what I'm saying, to deprive themselves of that. But it's still something inside you that you got to flick up if you want to make sure, when you take off, you can deal with the turbulence. Got to make sure all the check engines light is right, living righteous. You understand what I'm saying? Respecting your body, your vehicle, utilizing it righteously. You understand what I'm saying? And the more you go on this practice, the longer you on this practice, bro, you start to discover and realize different aspects about every different clutch. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, you know, being on this life force essence, bro, it slows down the aging process dramatically. You fasting, working out, and you eating superfoods. You meditating, and all type of circulation is coming from the blood, from the energetic level. And you doing your yoga and tai chi. You know what I'm saying? You giving the body those stretches. You doing those Kegels. You know what I'm saying? You constantly, perpetually, you know what I'm saying, keeping your foot on that gas as you utilize that muscle concentration. You understand what I'm saying? That muscle concentration is what's going to get it. And muscle concentration goes from a physical level to a mental level to a spiritual level. But knowing everything that's physical, you know what I'm saying, it trickles down from the mental. Because, you realize everything is 80% mental. You know what I'm saying? 20% physical, really though. But yeah, man, you realize, man, the Matrix trying to fucking plant seeds of this One Piece shit. Tired of seeing this One Piece shit. But anywho, I had one little One Piece video. I guess the algorithm in the Matrix was making everybody drop some One Piece shit. Let's see who biting that bait. I'm starting to see how much these G5 towers and this internet and this phone really be planting shit in our minds, bro. We're trying to layer it up. But anywho, I'm seeing how this Matrix is building up these towers and shit of these realities they trying to create, bro. I see how the Matrix, these phones is creating realities that never existed, bro. I guess you call that these black portals. It's witchcraft and shit. That's why you really gotta watch what you're watching and listening and feeding yourself. But back to what I was getting at, right? It might be like I said, bro. You'll corrode when you try to hold on to your old self, but you could extend that. Cause if you really gassing, you know what I'm saying, letting the motherfucker drink from the pump and shit, you started oozing out your ooze and wasting your energy. You ain't got the right thoughts. Look, bro, you could have, if you have less bad thoughts, that's better than, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have, let me put it like this. The less bad thoughts you got, that's better than you having low quality good thoughts. Because you could have okay thoughts, good thoughts, and great thoughts, and extraordinary thoughts, right? But all of that is cool. It's better than having bad thoughts. Cause that's putting water in the boat. And you don't want no water in the boat at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you might be sailing today, but the sun not out, but at least it ain't raining. You know what I'm saying? It's an okay day. You feel me? That's what I mean, like, type shit. So, saving this life force essence, because, for example, all you smoking, drinking, eating bad, steady trying to bust something down every night, every week, or whatever, however your endeavor, you know what I'm saying, however your horny meter ringing, you know what I'm saying, you smoking bad, eating bad, watching, doom scrolling, all type of negative, man, look, that's like going 1,000 miles within 60 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? That's like going 1,000 miles within 60 seconds. But at the end of the day, you want to get 10,000 miles in 6 minutes. Because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You get what I'm saying? You heard me? You let motherfuckers drink from the pump and shit. You could blow out your whole battery, you heard me? Like, you could just straight crash out, you heard me? All type of ways. You know what I'm saying? That would lead to heartbreaks of being broke. You know what I'm saying? Or looking at my situation, leaving rock bottom. But that's good. Rock bottom is cool, you know what I'm saying? Because at rock bottom, you get to see what's at the bottom. And then you get to build that foundation up the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was coming, talking about they in your corner and shit, was passing you bricks. Boy, those bricks, nah, those bricks was made out of silly putty. What they looked at, they was some catfish ass bricks. But they wasn't made out of real cement. You know what I'm saying? Real sand. It was some silly putty. And when that water hit it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, quick sand. And they wanted you to go down with them because they see you coming up. You feel me? So look, yeah. Nah, I could bring you to the water, motherfucker, but I can't make you drink it. I could be a Band-Aid, motherfucker, but I can't be no tampon, bitch. You ain't gonna bleed all on me. You know what I'm saying? Look, I could throw you a stick, but I ain't stepping in that bitch with you. Nah, it don't make no sense. You feel me? Wouldn't you at least want me to let them know where your body at? But nah, I ain't dying with you, bitch. If I can't save you, that's because you ain't want to save yourself. Mind over matter. And like I was saying, if you respect your matter, then guess what? Your mind gonna respect you. You understand what I'm saying? And then this is why I said you like, for example, bro, it's an aspect, it's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? For example, think about the man that's busting every week, maybe every other night, and you know he want to hold on to his youth. Smoking cigarettes and all that shit. Think about a man who ain't smoking cigarettes, who ain't busting down something at all. And he working out and he circulating all that life. Who gonna have more youth in the long run, right? He could make, matter of fact, he fasting and all of that, so he not even utilizing, you know what I'm saying, his cells to process the age even more, because every time you eat, you're really aging more, bro. Because we only got a certain amount of this and that within our bodies, even though we could replace it with the minerals and vitamins, but you got to understand, bro. There's only so much it's only so many miles that a car could take, a plane could take. You dig? So if you respect the car, like for example, dog, my fucking uncle had this fucking white Nissan van for fucking 12 years, bro. That bitch had over 300,000 miles, my nigga. But he had the van for 10,000. I mean, I'm about to say for 10,000 years. He had the van for 10 years. We know time ain't real. But he had the van for 10 years, bro. And it had over 300,000 miles and it still ran good. Just tires get bald every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ran good as a bitch. 10 years, my nigga. 10 years. And I mean, we'll go fishing in that motherfucker every Saturday. You hear me? Unless it's raining or some shit. We out though. And he go to work in that motherfucker. But I mean, 300,000 miles for 10 years. That means you took care of that. So that's the same thing for the body compared to somebody that's drag racing every night, doing donuts, doing burnouts. You know what I'm saying? Fucking going 0 to 100. Hey, that's taxing the wheels, the motor, everything. You feel me? And guess what? That car gonna need more maintenance compared to the car that need less maintenance. You understand what I'm saying? And guess what? You could cross more check lines. It's like being a fucking NASCAR when you on SR, bro. The more life force essence you save and shit, and you respect your body and eat right, meditate, whoopty whoop, all that, talk to the Most High all the time. Listen, bro, that's the more you don't even gotta pull in. You know what I'm saying? Niggas take the tires off and shit, put the new tires on, screw them hoes back on. You don't even gotta pull up. You good. You hit another lap. You can really knock your shit out because you're not even really racing these niggas. You really racing yourself. It's about the best time you get on every lap. And everybody else got to try to deal with that. The best way they could deal with that. Because they got the young cards. If you play your cards right, everything'll be alright with me. Hey, man, we on a special, man. Splash something on the cash app, man. Hey, splash something on the topic, which is my YouTube account. You can also find me on Apple Music. Fucks with me. Come on, man. Let's get this shit out here. We the next thing viral, man. We the next thing to blow. YouTube, musically, and YouTube off of these organic vibes, man. Like I'm saying, man, listen. I hope y'all can hear me because I got the headphones in and these another pair of headphones, so I don't be knowing how they operate. Because normally some headphones be taking the mic or I gotta use a phone mic. But like I was saying though, dog, say for example, if you wanted to be the 28 version of you, even when you was 30, right? Nigga, in order to be the 28 version of you when you're at the age of 30, save that nut, nigga. Save that life force essence. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever version of you, if you want to hold any reminiscent aspects of that, because you got to realize, bro, all these different parts of you live inside you, nigga. Did you ever watch Parasite? Migi? Nigga, Migi still in that nigga. Nigga, Migi still walking in that nigga. It might not be buku Migis, but it's still little Migis, nigga. And I look at that show Parasite, not in a parasitical way, but hey, look at the seed and what you feed your life force essence and you put inside your body, nigga, is like a mini you in you. You feel me? Everything you putting in you, that's what you gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Like today, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Today I passed gas. It smelled like what I ate yesterday. So I was like, ooh, we gotta clean them pipes up. They not, they not pushing out as fast as they should. You dig? So I was like, shit. We got to get in with the out with the old, in with the new, you know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes it's so good, you can hold it. You can sit on it. You know how I'm coming. Y'all want them t-shirts? Let it marinate. You hear me? That's what I'm saying, bro. You hold that life force essence, dog. You don't know how much magic you could really be doing what you do. This practice is all about alchemy, bro. Alchemical. Use an alchemist. Basically, honestly, duh. I ain't saying nothing new. But what I am saying is, bro, it's different things you could do when you put your mind to it. Because it's your settings, it's your body, and it's whatever you put in the intentions and you working towards. For example, if you wanted to remember buku things back in the day, all right, well now you using the mental aspect of life force essence, SR, and celibacy. So that means you gotta eat foods that has high vibrational, foods that's good for the mental, making sure you dealing with less cortisol, less, saying, foods that don't have that much oxygen. You gotta stay away from stress and also meditate more, right? Now you clean your mind up, your mind is back healthy. You can access the memories and the information that you've been seeking from the past that could maybe build a better future or give you some positive insight from your past. You know what I'm saying? Because when you constantly busting and oozing and shit, bro, you draining yourself. So you don't even got that much cerebral fluid as you normally would when you saving compared to when you busting. And you gotta look at this shit like it's a bathtub, right? If you constantly busting, bitch, you gonna be a dirty bitch, a dirty motherfucker. You funky bitch. Cause guess what? You hear me? Cause bro, you don't got enough water in the tub. There's not enough water in the tub. Now when you saving your life force essence, through the weeks, the months and years now you got a full tub. You could take a bath. Matter of fact, you got enough water, the water bill paid enough. If you could take that water out, run some more and take another bath. You hear me? I'll run you a shower for 15, 30 minutes. But say if you just busted last night, nigga, you only got 10 minutes to take a shower. You ain't busted night before, you could take a shower 15, 20 minutes. Shit, you ain't busted none at all 7 rotations ago. You can stay in the shower all you want, cause you got the money to pay the water bill. Cause you know how it is, boy, when you gotta nigga race shit and you gotta eat them ramen noodles and you down bad, compared to when you got money in the bank. You can let it stink. You know what I'm saying? Eat some good shit. You feel me? Because you saving that money. You saving that life force essence. That spiritual currency. You know what I'm saying? Because when that spiritual currency is depleted, you know what I'm saying? Your bars, and your cell phone service with the most high is completed, deleted. You know what I'm saying? On the low ski, bad service. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. You don't want to have that brain fog, bro. You want your processor to be A1. You know the difference from when you be busting compared to when you be saving, bro. Your processor move different. It moves slower. You know what I'm saying? Compared to when your processor stocked up with gigabytes and you got all 5 bars, you know, you got to be very conscious and careful because, hey, you really, that's why you got a lot of haters and motherfuckers trying to get you to crash out, bro. Cause it's like you a walking time bomb, dog. You hot, you ticking, you got that shit. You walking around. If life was walking around with candles, nigga, you walking around with the torch at the Olympics. These niggas just walking around, you know what I'm saying, with little lanterns and shit, little fucking tweaker crackhead lights they be having on top of their forehead and shit. That's what these niggas walking around with. Cause they watching pixels and shit. And we saving our life force essence. So we walking around with the same fucking flame. You heard me? The torch that's at the Olympics. Matter of fact, if you go to Hawaii, they got a big ass one across from the courthouse. Yeah, bitch. You hear me? Cause you gotta watch yourself when you got that life force essence. Cause it's bitch ass niggas that'll make you splash out on them when they want you to crash out on them. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But yeah, you go to Hawaii, you gonna see that big ass flame right across the street. And that's what we walking with. That's what we moving with. That's what we how we moving, how we tolerating this, how we dealing this. You know what I'm saying? When people be oozing out their oozy, they want to go ahead and get a quick fix, 5-hour energy, Starbucks, coffee. You know what I'm saying? Sugar, quick, instant gratification type fixes would really shut the body down and mess it up. Digestively, mentally, physically, spiritually, energetically, homeostasis is not right. You know what I'm saying? Because you just release. Now you're trying to get the energy back up because you know you feel weak as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's a big ass fall, boy. It's a big ass fall. That's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, staying on SR, you realize to stay on that bitch. Cause boy, when you get off, it's a big ass fall, bro. Being on SR, being celibate, being a Brahman, bro, is like a fuck. You already know it's a natural high, bro. It's a fucking natural high, right? So you already know how it is, bro. If you was just drinking 8 bottles of some fucking Patron or some Henny, and the next day you don't got nothing to drink, that's gonna be a shitty ass hangover. Cause you know when you get up, you gotta hit a little bit to balance it out. You gotta get that buoyancy level right. You hear me? You feel me? So shit, that's a big ass fall, dog. I mean, you falling down from your higher self back to this fucking, to a lower dimension. It might not even be the 3rd dimension, the 3rd dimension, but you falling from a higher dimension to a lower dimension. Every time you bust, you feel me? Every time you're not saving your life force essence, every time you listen to some low vibrational shit, you doom scrolling, you watching the kikis and shit, knowing they don't love you. You hear me? These hoes don't even love they self, nigga. You better love yourself, nigga. You feel me? Fuck everything else. We out here getting this money, nigga. Becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. Not giving a fuck who with it or who gonna be without it. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if it's like, for example, bro, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, right? But for example, say you getting a good streak, right? Everything going good for you. Yeah, hold that life force essence. That's how you get extension on that service. Compared to when you ain't saving your life force essence, now your ass behind on bills, you trying to get extension on that service. No more man should have all that power. 24 minutes, fellas. I got 2% on this phone, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and shut this Joseph down. Shut this Joseph down a little early. You hear me? But I just want to go ahead and say, hey man, the longer you go on your stages and your clutches and your, you know what I'm saying, the different Segas, that's the easier it get, and that's the more accolades you activate, and then that's the different layers of yourself, you know what I'm saying, because it's different phases, every clutch not the same, bro. You know, one clutch you may have chose yourself, or even the universe may have chosen for you, because hey, this body, we don't just belong to ourselves, bro. People, we all are one, but we in individual bodies, but you know what I'm saying, people make the world go round. You feel me? So hey, don't be the squeaky wheel. Say that life force essence, bitch. You want to be the one out here where everybody need that WD-40. That's what it is. They want that WD-40. They need that WD-40. You don't want to be the one that need the WD-40. You want to be the one that have it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that life force essence. Keep that hydraulic fluid. You heard me? Cause Aaliyah try to tell you we's our ones and some million my we's like I ride with no ceiling. Me don't fuck with none of them bumbuckler neither. Me need to take a couple puffs of my reefer. Don't keep in touch, but it's not hard to reach. Me, yourself, me don't fuck with no leeches. She secured that bag with me, I'll let you police her. Let me go charge this phone up. And you could leave it all to me. Hey, leave me something on the Cash App. Leave me a like. Leave me something in the comment section. Hey, leave me an order on Organic Vibes and hit that 520 number up and place an order on your Earl. Or you could leave it all to me to the next YouTube drop, to the next episode of Organic Vibes. You hear me? Real shit, dog. I'm grabbing my charger now, man. I'm about to go head to the front of town. I'm in the back of town, but I head to the front of town. You hear me? Well, I'm really in the woods. North Carolina. I'm in the woods. North Carolina. You hear me? Let me get my skateboard, my shit. Go plug up real quick and go upload this bitch right now. This bitch hot. I'm feeling this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving these Josephs. I love dropping this video. I love dropping these videos. I love working for myself, and I love that YouTube works with me and I work with YouTube. I love that I work for the Most High. Thank you, God, for all my pain. Shit, it's starting to sound like pleasure now. You feel me? But yeah, man. Need that WD-40, boy. Real motherfuckers out here looking busted and disgusted. That's what we get our haters from, dog. Really from motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying? From the caterpillars and shit hating on the butterfly, bitch. You could get your own set of wings. You just scared of that pressure. You scared to be by yourself. You scared to be in that cocoon. Cause that cocoon mean, yeah, you ain't gonna be with your mama, your daddy, your brother and them, and they gonna be holding your hand and shit, licking your wounds and shit. You gotta lick your own wounds, bitch. You hear me? And with that, hey, we want to skip it, dip, get up out of here. You hear me? Real shit. I want to thank y'all for making it this far, all my fellas and all the gladiators. You hear me? But yeah, man, say that life force essence, dog. You dig that shit, man. Hey, it's whatever you put your mind to, bro. It's the sky's the limit, bitch. But ain't no motherfucking limit. But I'm about to go ahead and shimmy rock up out this motherfucker. I'ma fuck with y'all, Oasis.